today. From FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense about ready to go to work, and at quarterback in his 17th season now in the NFL, piloting his 9th different franchise, it's Ryan Fitzpatrick. Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie. But boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they felt like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Fitzpatrick. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, Justin Herbert, and it's hauled in by Jared Cook. But Justin Herbert looking comfortable here in season number 2. He looked comfortable in season number 1 for that matter. But what's the game plan for defending and trying to limit him?
Oh, you've asked a really difficult question there because you're right. Year 1.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Off the edge, the set by Matt Ioannidis.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, it's Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Austin Eckler got hurt last year, missed 6 games, but still finished with 54 catches, the 5th most by a running back in the NFL. But remember this, 2019, 92 catches. This guy's a definite threat out of the backfield.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early in the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. First and goal from the 3. Herbert. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses...
He's going to find Cook here in the end zone for a Charger touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Chargers are on the board here first in the season opener. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They go play action. Fitzpatrick. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Logan Thomas experienced a breakout season last year at the age of 29. Converted from playing quarterback, he finished 3rd among tight ends with 72 catches, and it certainly looks like his future is awfully bright.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, 58 yards. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. This pass finds its way to Williams. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
And Mike Williams was a 1,000-yard receiver in 2019 and had to battle through some bumps and bruises in 2020. He's known for his big plays downfield, but he also can make the dependable catch as well.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From just shy of midfield, Herbert. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 38-yard line. Herbert hook it up with Cook for an LA first.
And Jared Cook's been doing this for a lot of years, the last 2 in New Orleans. The Chargers turned to him after losing Hunter Henry to New England in free agency, and they made a nice decision.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
53 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Herbert operating from the red zone.
Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Chargers.
Jalen Guyton
from 19 yards away. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Fitzpatrick. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Fitzpatrick to his tight end Thomas for the Washington first.
For that last pass CD, he just added another notch to the old belt. What a career it's been. He's over 35,000 career passing yards now.
And when you say that number, over 35,000 yards, how many people have done that prior to him?
Right around 30.
Boy, that's a pretty good number. Now you're into a membership that means you've done a heck of a job in this league for a decent amount of time. You're recognized as one of the better players. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And Fitzpatrick's throw complete there to Thomas.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Fitzpatrick.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free.
And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Herbert on third down now. Going deep here for Allen. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Fourth down, and on is Ty Long to punt. Let's take it at around the 40. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
85 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Fitzpatrick. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A run here for J.D. McKissick.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
It's Chris Harris with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Ordinarily, when you're backed up this deep, most teams like to play it on the safe side, but not these guys. They took a big shot downfield and wound up hitting it for a big play. Back them into a corner, they come out swinging.
Nice little juke, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On second down and 4. Herbert. They'll find Williams on the slant. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 15-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 15 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Fitzpatrick and the rest of the Washington offense back out onto the field.
He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
Looking to throw again on second down. Fitzpatrick. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 44-yard line. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. He gets it to Thomas. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to...
nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
Matthew Ioannidis able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. It's complete to Cook. Past the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And he is out of bounds here.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field.
Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Eckler, touchdown, Chargers. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. First possession of the second half now for Washington.
They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Fitzpatrick. This one left side caught by Gibson.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taken in at the 22. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage.
He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals. Just something magical about breaking that barrier.
And he's right there on the doorstep now. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Herbert now. That'll be complete to Cook. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Ty Long now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Antonio Gibson and the Washington offense ready to go here once more.
And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
To throw, Fitzpatrick. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Fitzpatrick now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over.
Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage.
He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
107 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game.
Ron Rivera scowling down on the sideline, and he's thrown out
After reviewing the play, the run on the field is reversed.
So for Ron Rivera, challenging that call turns out to be the right decision.
Herbert off of play action. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. It's Williams on the catch. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Herbert on 1st down now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Cornelder. There he goes left side. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession. And the pick-6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then at the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. They will run again with Coleman. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 9 yards that time.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 3rd down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Coleman. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Trey Boston up to make the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From just shy of midfield, Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up second down. Now it's Herbert. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. Donald Parham from 6 yards away. And the Chargers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense back out there. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Here's Fitzpatrick. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Here's Fitzpatrick. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Fitzpatrick's throw there complete to Sims. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. Over the middle, complete. That's Sims. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They'll throw again, Fitzpatrick. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's the defense for Los Angeles as they head out to set up shop. They did their job coming into the hostile environment, doing what needed to be done to get the W.
And that has to feel great because all during the week, that's one of the goals that they talked about. Going on the road, making that stadium their own, establishing themselves in the game. Give them credit. They got all those things done.
Yeah, both sides of the football did their job in this one. To throw on 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here's Tressway now, standing just outside his own goal line. Taken from just outside the 30. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that